Hello, beautiful souls. Peace to the gods and the goddesses. Peace, love, and divine cosmic light. I'm sending it to you right now. To the women. I have gotten so many emails, messages, from you all just about the last video regarding divine feminine energy, and so many of you. First of all, shout out to y'all, all of the women, all of the men, everybody, all of the souls that are out here holding themselves accountable, being accountable to yourself, being open to constructive criticism, being open to learning and going beyond your programming. That's hard to do. It's hard to accept. There's a lot of funky shit in me that I gotta work on, that I really got to like dig deep and get rid of so that I can become a better version of me. You know, that's not easy to do. It's not easy for humans to hold themselves accountable, to take responsibility. You know, it's so easy for us, especially as women, melanated women, we hate, you know, a lot of us hate being held accountable. We hate being told like, listen, you out of place, you out of line. You need to get it together. You know, we don't like that shit. We think that most times we think that we're always right. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. So it's very good that y'all are, you know, being open to receiving a different perspective of how to show up in this world as the feminine energy. So I wanted to just kind of make a little part 2 with this and, you know, just going on deeper aspects of the feminine energy. So I want to kind of continue to go in on this and go in on just deeper aspects of why it's so important for us as women to embrace our feminine energy. So like in the first video, we talked about how a lot of the reason why it's hard for us to embrace our femininity and our feminine energies because we didn't see it exampled in front of us. We didn't see it modeled in front of us through our mothers, through our grandmothers. You know, a lot of our people are right now, like if you're in your 30s, 40s, whatever, we're all around the same age. Most of you are products of the crack era. So your parents, okay, came up during the crack era. So there were lots of men, fathers, absent fathers, because they're in jail. They're out in the streets. They're ripping and running these, you know, through these hoes and shit. So a lot of you are products of that. So your mothers were single mothers. They were having to take care of everything. They were having to provide. Most of them were bitter. Most of them were very, very just, you know, depressed, okay? Like depressed, going through depression because their men were out ripping and running these streets or in prison or, you know, just not there. All right. So, and then a lot of them neglected their feminine energy. They weren't able to embrace their feminine energy because they had to provide. They had to do. They had to be in control. They had to run shit. All right. So you saw that growing up. So naturally, and if you went to the mind reprogramming boot camp, you know that I talked about how the science of how our minds, our subconscious mind works and how the programming begins from within the womb to 7 years old. You literally become who you are from 0 to 7 years old. That shapes that individual. Okay, so whatever you saw in those ages, that's more than likely who you will become. So this is what we have. We have grown women whose inner child did not see the proper example of feminine energy being modeled in front of them. And it's not your mother's fault. It's not your grandmother's fault. It's not even your daddy's fault. It's nobody's fault. It just is what it is. Okay? We're products of this system. If you want to be mad at anybody, be mad at the elite, the system, the people who created the crack to put it within they created the projects, they created the crack, they did it and they put it within our communities in order to destroy our communities, okay? Be mad at the programming and just do something different. Be something different. Show your children something different, okay? We need to show our daughters the power of feminine energy, the power of being receptive, okay? So it goes deeper than just you know, being feminine for the man, all right? Or for the masculine energy. It goes way deeper than that, all right? You embracing your feminine energy is going to propel you on all levels, not just in the men that you choose and attract, okay? It's gonna literally help you on all levels when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to creating, when it comes to you embracing your true, authentic, sensual, sexual, you know, feminine, creative energy, all right? The feminine energy is the receptive energy, all right? The masculine energy is like do this. It's very like just action based. Feminine energy is receive, receptive. It's magnetic. It's the magnetic. We magnetize the things that we desire to us. The masculine is the electric energy. So it thinks on a logic sense. Let me do this in order to get this. The feminine energy is the magnetic energy. So it's let me be so I can receive. And listen, this plays a part in everything, in your relationships, even in how strangers handle you. Listen to me, women. Everywhere I go, I don't open doors. It is not just my man opening doors for me. It's random ass men. I went to the post office last week and I had about 15, 16, 18 ass boxes I had to ship off. And I was like, I could not carry it. I magnetized the masculine energy to help me. He just came up to me and was like, I think you're going to need some help. I was like, yes. I'm telling you, it's been like this for years. My best friend, she used to always say, girl, she's like, these men be handling like you, like you're a damsel in distress. What is that? Like if I drop something, they automatically just know, let me go help her. Let me go help her pick it up. Because it's the magnetic energy. It's the feminine energy. And it sends off a signal. It's a signal that we send off when we're operating in our feminine energy, and it just magnetizes whatever we need. It magnetizes it to us. This is how it's manifested within relationships. Okay? When you nag your man, you nag him as a means to control him. And you want to control him in order to fulfill a desire that you have. Okay? And you fear that desire won't be met. For instance, the trash. Okay? You want the trash taken out. All right? So as a means to get the trash taken out, to fulfill your need of, I want my trash, I want this trash, I want my house to feel clean, I want it to smell good, I want it to feel good, shit. What you do is husband, what the fuck is you doing? Why is this trash still in here? When you gonna get this trash out? I'm tired of taking out this trash. I'm tired. All right? So you nag and you come off as demeaning and very just aggressive and rough. It's masculine. So you're not magnetizing what it is that you need to yourself because you're being the man. You're being just rough. Instead, you want the trash taken out. First of all, if you really start healing and operating your goddess energy, the niggas is gonna take it out just because. He's just gonna do it. Because you don't even have to, that's the thing about being magnetic. You don't even have to say anything. You don't even gotta say nothing. The masculine is going to naturally do whatever you need him to do without you having to say a word, because you magnetize. Remember, the feminine energy is magnetic. It magnetizes whatever she needs. It magnetizes it to her naturally. You don't have to say shit. But if you have to say something, in this case, you just gotta say something. This is how you do it. You say, because remember, like I said in the last video, it's all about how you handle the masculine energy. And the feminine energy does not have to operate in masculine energy in order to handle the masculine energy. Okay? Remember, it's equal opposite exchange. The masculine energy loves to provide and satisfy the feminine energy. So it's how you say it. It's how you handle him. Baby, would you be able to take the trash out? Now, you say, would you be able to? Y'all, I'm giving y'all the game. I'm about to give y'all the game. Listen, I'm giving y'all the game. I'm gonna have to drop the cash out for this. Y'all, there's gonna have to be some donations, something for this. I'm giving y'all the game. This is workshop shit. I'm giving y'all for free. Listen. If you apply this shit, it will change everything. You say, would you be able to? Now, why do you say, would you be able to? Why can't I just say, can you? Or like, what? Could you please? No, would you be able to? Okay. This is why you say it. Men need freedom. They need freedom. Okay. The reason why a lot of men they don't like commitment and they don't like being tied down and committing and stuff. Like, they'll be dating you for years before they finally like commit. It's because they fear losing their freedom. They don't want to be bogged down and felt like they're in a prison or in a jail. They have to feel free. They have to feel like they have choices. They don't like to feel like you are controlling them. They don't want their mom. Although they want if they had a nurturing mom, they do look for that. They want a nurturer, but they don't want a controller, a nagger. Okay, someone telling them what to do. When you say, would you be able to, it creates the illusion of freedom. He's like, would I be able to? And remember, because the man is driven by providing and satisfying, naturally he's gonna be like, hell yeah. And see, you created him a sense of choice. I get to choose if I want to take out this trash for her, as opposed to you saying, can you take out the trash? Shit. Nigga, take this trash out. Shit. Instead of you approaching it like that, where he doesn't have a choice, he doesn't have the freedom to choose if he's going to provide or satisfy. He's just trying to shut your ass up. Okay? See, there's a difference. Can you take this trash out? Nigga, take this trash out. As opposed to, hey, baby, would you be able to take the trash out for me? It's a totally different approach. And then he gets to choose whether or not he wants to provide or satisfy for you, and it's not as a means to just shut your ass up. He's doing it to fulfill you, to fulfill your need. And then what you do is you praise him. Men need praise. Let me tell y'all something. People say we're the ones that are really, really sensitive and emotional and stuff, and we are. But men are very, very, very sensitive creatures. And they're emotional. Very, very emotional. And they listen to every damn thing we say. Especially if they really like you. Listening to everything. If they love your ass. Okay? Everything. Even if they don't love you, if they just like you, they listen. Alright? And so you got to praise them. You have to praise them for fulfilling your needs. You got to do this. This is very, very important. Because if you don't, you're not training him. Okay? I'm not trying to compare men to dogs at all. And please don't take it this way. Like they're like dogs. Don't say they're dogs because they're not dogs. But it's kind of like a dog. But it's not saying that men are dogs. But it's like a dog. Think about a dog. You teach a dog a new trick. It comes back. It's looking for that affirmation. Did I do good? Did I do the trick? Did I make you happy, owner? Did I make you happy? You're like, yes, good boy. Yeah, good boy. He's like, and then he goes and he does it again. And he does it again. And he does it again. Why? Because he's looking for that affirmation. That praise. It stimulates them. Because men have to feel needed. They have to feel like they matter. They have to have some sort of like mission. Like they're very like mission minded. Like, this is why they're providers. Like, they don't like to just sit around. They have to be having something to do or fix or something. That's just how they are. That's the masculine energy. It has to fix. It has to do. It has to take care of something. It's mission minded. It's purpose driven. So there has to be, you have to praise him, because that makes him, it reminds him, I'm needed, I matter. See? But y'all don't be doing that. One, because you're busy nagging him, and then he just fulfills it just to make you shut up. He's not fulfilling it, doing what you need him to do because he cherishes you. He's doing it because he wants you to shut up. Okay? And then from there, you're not training him to naturally be the man that he needs to be for you. You're training him to be your son, pretty much. You're training him to be a little boy, all right, and not a man. See, this is why so many of our women, they end up finding themselves in relationships where they're the man and the man is the woman. I'm telling y'all, this shit goes deep. But for this video, I'm gonna end it there. All right, listen, my ladies. If all of this stuff, it sounds a lot easier said than done, and because it is easier said than done, it goes deep. You have to heal. The way to apply this knowledge is to heal. Okay? Because remember, all of this goes back to little girl you. Seeing mom bust her ass, work real hard, didn't nurture you, wasn't emotionally available because she was too busy having to take care of you, having to do, having to work, grind, hustle, so she could take care of you. All right? So you didn't see feminine energy modeled in front of you. So you got to heal. It's going to be hard for you to maintain this spirit, this energy of femininity, your divine femininity, if you have not healed. Or many of you saw toxic femininity modeled in front of you. You may have seen your mother use her body as a means to manipulate the man and get what she wanted. You ain't gotta do all that. That's control. That's the masculine energy, believe it or not. Just because you're using your pussy to get what you want, it doesn't mean that you're using your feminine energy to magnetize. Remember, the feminine energy magnetizes. We don't have to manipulate. We don't have to do shit. It magnetizes to us naturally. So you gotta do the work, the inner work. I was gonna do a divine feminine tapping into your sexual energy / lingerie party. But I really think I want to do a divine feminine energy tapping in and going into this inner child healing part, healing the feminine energy workshop. I think I'm going to do that instead. As a matter of fact, I am, and I will have that listed very soon on the community, on my community page, or on my Instagram. If you want to do a one-on-one session and really just dig into this, I have that available on my website. You go to releasingtherise.com and scroll down to inner child healing. So yeah, y'all, it runs deep. I'm going to have that workshop available. And, you know, we're going to really, seriously, this is very important. Like, for real. Remember, Mother Earth, Mama Gaia, Mother Cosmos. We got to get our feminine energy together. It's our time. It's time. I'm sending y'all peace, love, and light. Bye.